From a little dispute between friends to feeling left out of fun activities, it is Therapy Thursday. Today, Dr. Brenda Lloyd Jones is here to answer your questions. And Brenda, let's jump in. We have two great questions today. Our first one comes from Marlon. Marlon says, my coworkers and I get along well, but they don't invite me to social functions outside of work. I often see pictures of them having fun on the weekends. I've asked them to involve me and have invited them to activities that I've organized, but nothing seems to work. What else can I do?
Well, Marlon has already taken initiative by asking to be involved, as well as inviting his coworkers to functions he has initiated. So, sometimes it's necessary to establish friendships outside of work because work friends or coworkers are just that. At work. And Marlon can do this. However, he can involve himself in groups that really pertain to his interests. So, for example, he can get involved with volunteer groups or sports groups or even a book club. And the key is, however, to consistently attend the gatherings, the convenings. And this way, he can become familiar with those people in the group, and they can become familiar with him. And if luck reigns, he can then begin establishing friendships. The heart of the matter is that he has to be consistent about searching and finding friends outside of the work so he can have this sense of belonging he seems to be searching for.
All right, good stuff. We had another question came in at the last minute just yesterday from Brian from Tulsa. He says, a good friend of mine, Shannon, and I agreed to get tickets to Jeff Dunham at the BOK later this month. I bought the tickets and knew that she'd pay me the day of the event. But we're a couple of weeks out, and when I reminded her, she told me she has other plans and is not able to go. Now I'm on the line for the price of the ticket, and my heart is sad. How do we work this out?
Oh, my. Well, Brian has a couple of factors working in his favor. Number one, he is dealing with a good friend, and the operative word is good. And number two, they both agreed on the purchase arrangement. So here is what he must do. He has to have that conversation, and here's what he should say. Number one, I purchased the tickets already. And number two, how should we handle your ticket? Pause and listen for the answer. Hopefully Shannon will do the right thing and take care of her ticket. And if worse comes to worse, Brian can ask someone else to the event, or he can try to sell the ticket. The heart of the matter is that hard conversations must be had, especially with good friends, around money.
Brenda, would you like to go see Jeff Dunham with me?
I certainly would.
I think Shannon is officially out on this one. Great advice, though. I think Shannon and I can work through it with your expert advice. Brenda, thank you so much. I'll be on the line with you to see if you're available that evening. And if you're watching right now, you have a question like Marlon did, like I did, that you would like for us to consider for next week, you can send your question in by email to therapythursday@griffin.news.